Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 16th. You start with this understanding card and this being ordinary card. If you're a Pisces, you are definitely not ordinary. So most of us, I think, are probably aliens or something else. But I think that for a lot of you, you start with that understanding card. I feel like this is saying, I feel like there is something alien about this reading. I think that in a lot of ways that, sometimes Pisces has a hard time because they have ideas that are otherworldly and, other people don't necessarily understand those ideas or where you're coming from or your thoughts and, all that other good stuff. So I feel for a lot of you, but the weird thing is, I feel like I need to talk about this, and I feel some of you might have that feeling this week where you don't belong, or whatever the case may be. Is this a bad thing? No, I think that it will be bad if you don't have confidence, right? I think that there's something here about you kind of needing to speak up, or not, or kind of even stand up for your ideas, or your thoughts, or what you think is right about the world, or what you think the right move to make is going to be in a business or your career or something like that. So I feel, and I feel like it's no mistake that you have the High Priestess, which is you, and then right next to it you have the Page of Pentacles, and then right next to that you have the Strength card. The Page of Pentacles is delivering a message. The Strength card is about having strength in your voice. She even has her hands in this lion's mouth that she is taming in front of her. So I think that this week is going to be a good week for you to speak up, or it's a week where you should speak up. And here's the other thing as well, Pisces, is that you have the Three of Pentacles right here. Sometimes we don't have to say anything with the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about producing a result. It's not about talking or anything like that. It's about demonstrating, right? And so I feel for a lot of you, it could be kind of like one of those weeks where you are proving yourself by not even proving yourself. You are proving yourself by the results that you're able to produce. And really, that's what I would focus on. I wouldn't even worry about saying anything or speaking anything. I would just be more focused on creation, especially with this Three of Pentacles right here. Showing up as the High Priestess, it really puts you in a position of power and strength. Whenever you show up as a major arcana version of yourself, it says you're very present in this reading. I feel like you need to realize that your results are not going to be ordinary as well. I've been saying to you for 3 years now that anything you want to do, whatever, doesn't matter what it is, love, business, money, whatever, it's not going to look like how other people do it. So again, if you're sitting here, trying to start a business and you're comparing yourself to other people, it's like your path is going to be completely different than other people's paths. So you might as well just get to work and create and not worry about what other people are doing. But again, I feel like there's something this week where you really are proving yourself. Not that you need to prove yourself, but I feel like you are. And it's going to be through results that you're producing. You have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands could be marriage. There is a little bit of love here. You have the Four of Wands, you have the Lovers, you have that Page of Pentacles, which could be receiving a message or communication. So if you're looking for love, it could be like an Earth sign or someone with Earth in their chart. Could also be Leo or Leo in their chart. You always get Leo with me, which is interesting. I don't know, it's just interesting to me. I think some Pisces can do well with Leos. I think others can't. So I don't know, take it how it resonates. But, definitely could be a person that's coming in for you that is looking for something long-term, something like a commitment. I feel like this is also talking about the freedom you gain by not trying to prove things to people as well. So it's I feel, on one hand, I feel like you are proving yourself to people, but I feel like on the other hand, you're not even necessarily trying to prove anything to anyone. But I do kind of feel that this reading, at least this first row, is all about your results and the results you get in life. And sometimes, again, we just have to show people by producing something. With the High Priestess, you have the Five of Pentacles. Again, not feeling good enough. And then you go over to the Strength card. Five of Pentacles is calling attention to your weaknesses. And so Five of Pentacles wants us to focus on our strengths and double down on our strengths. And with the Strength card here, I would definitely say that's true. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Page of Wands. You're exactly what I said. It's almost like I'm psychic or something, Pisces. I feel like you are on your own journey. You are it's like you are on this path that no one else is going to go down, so you might as well, get over the need to see other people doing what you're going to do. Again, there's going to be no one can compare to you, so you might as well just, continue on your journey and accomplish whatever this Three of Pentacles is. Three of Pentacles The other thing I want to say about the Three of Pentacles is that, this right here is a fire triangle. This is a water triangle right here. And that water triangle is his extra flair. He added something a little bit extra to the project that he was working on. It's kind of like the icing on the cake, but a little bit better. And so I feel for a lot of you, it's like whatever journey you're on right now, especially if you're creating something or working on a project, you have that something extra. And I kind of feel like that's what this reading is saying. I feel the big problem for Pisces is believing in themselves, like I've said before, and I feel that no one can see this extra until you do it, right? With the Four of Wands, you have the Death card. You have the Death card twice, and so I do feel like there is a major change in your love life. Again, the end of the year here is pretty good for love for Pisces, so if you want love, I would make sure that you're, getting out of the house. Don't hide in your Pisces cave. Go out and meet people because love is changing, is what the Death card is saying to me. Can't make this up. In your next row, you have this Strength card. You also have this Reflect card. I feel that you literally need to reflect on your strength and reflect on the storms that you've been through, because I feel that will show you how strong you are, and I feel it will also make anything you're about to do much more possible. I forgot to say this is coming up in the area of what's coming in for you, so I feel like you have the strength to pretty much get through anything, but I also feel it's more saying like you are very strong. We have, you also have the Strength card coming up. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Lovers. This is definitely, I get two messages here. One is your words. So I feel that your words are going to be very powerful this week. But I also feel, kind of like I said, it's like, sure, you can say things to people. You know what this reminds me of is when you get advice from a person who tells you something that you already know, or when you get advice from a person when you're like an expert at doing something, and then someone tells you something that you kind of like already know. That's like the feeling I get here. It's like there are things that you already know, and I'm not saying I don't know if people are giving you advice or what's going on here, but I just have that feeling of people saying things to you this week where you're like, yeah, I'm an expert. I already know this. And so people might be saying that, and maybe this should encourage you to demonstrate that you do know what you're talking about in life or in business or your career, whatever it is. I also do feel this could be communication from a person. Right after that, we have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is your community. So if you're wanting love, I would get out into the community and meet new people. If you get invited out, I would definitely go out, especially if you're looking for love. But even if you're not looking for love, doesn't matter. This could just be for fun, to have a good time, all those other things. Three of Cups is also a harvest. So I do feel a lot of you could be experiencing a harvest, or you could be having a harvest this week with the Three of Cups. And of course, that would be a good thing. You have the Lovers, and the Lovers can definitely represent love. I feel like this has taken a while. If you are attracting a person into your life, it kind of gives me the feelings of it's like, I almost feel like I'm just gonna say this. I feel like someone has had their eye on you for a while, Pisces, and it could be someone and I feel maybe they've been going through healing, or that they're busy or something like that. You have the Seven of Wands here. Seven of Wands is boundaries, but sometimes I feel with the Seven of Wands, especially if we're talking about another person, that the Seven of Wands can represent a person who just has a lot going on in their lives. So for a lot of you, I feel like someone has been prepared, or someone has been preparing to approach you. Could definitely be like a friend or a person because of the Three of Cups showing up here as well. It could also be a Scorpio, because you have Scorpio twice showing up in this reading. But let's see. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, someone very passionate about you. Ace of Wands is also out with the old and with the new. And so for those of you that are building something new, or for those of you that are feeling inspired to work on something new, this is very positive. I feel there could be a lot of good stuff coming in this week. This is a very good reading for sure. There is love here as well, but like I said, I kind of feel, yes, there's love here. I want to say that, but I also feel this is one of those readings where it's really more talking about you and something that you're going to be demonstrating to the world, right? With the Three of Cups, you have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups can represent fulfillment or wish fulfillment. So there could be some sort of wish or wish fulfillment coming in for you with the Nine of Cups. And this could also just say that engaging in fulfilling activities with other people could lead to more fulfillment. So like having fun, going out, just enjoying yourself, it could really fill you up. And I would encourage that at this time. With the Lovers, you have the Six of Swords. Yes, see, like we go Six of Swords, Seven of Wands, the Six of Swords. Some of you could be moving on from a past connection. But I also feel that maybe what you've been waiting for is that a person who's interested in you, that they've been going through a healing and they had to move on from something, or they've had to move on from something that no longer serves them. I also feel like if you have been healing from something from the past, sometimes I feel people can energetically pick up on that like you're healing from something, so they don't make a move. So if you have been healing, this could also be you. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this challenges card, and you have this creating and writing card. Yes, I feel that for a lot of you, you are in a very creative time, and I would be embracing that creative energy. I feel like this challenges card, like it's a desert. I feel like you're about to do something that no one does. We talked about this at the beginning of the reading. And is it going to be a challenge? Hell yes. But I also feel it's going to be so worth it because you're doing something that no one else does. So if you have a plan, a goal, a wish, dream, I think now is the time to put in the work. You have the strength card. Like I said, there's some sort of strength in your words, or there's something about the strength that you have. She has her hands in that lion's mouth, and that lion represents her inner beast, her inner critic, her inner demons, all those other things. And that lion is submitting to her. So I think the only thing that will get in your way this week is you. So I think conquering yourself and, conquering those things that your mind says to you that make you feel weak or like you can't do something, that's going to be one of the challenges. Like I've been saying to you again for like the past 3 years, I think a big challenge for Pisces is to realize that there's nothing to compare yourself to. So there is no example that you necessarily can follow, and because you are the example that people are going to follow in the future. And I feel like you need to realize that you're becoming the example. You have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is about having healthy boundaries, so I do feel that some of you could be developing boundaries. He also has these two different shoes on, like a shoe and a boot here. The story of the Seven of Wands is that he had to rush out of his house to defend his position at the top of the hill, and he was rushing so much that he put on two different shoes. And so, number one, the Seven of Swords can say, take your time, don't rush at things, but it can also say that you are as ready as you're going to be for your new journey. So it's like you might as well get started now. Nothing is going to change if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And so I feel like this could be a thought that you've already had that you need to make a change, or you could be having those moments where you think like, oh my God, for the past 6 years, I've been doing the same thing over and over, and I need to make a change. So I feel it's just talking about change. You have the Death card. I do feel you're entering into a time of clarity. The sun is coming up between the two pillars that are on the moon in the background here, and it can represent entering into a sun period. Definitely a big change coming in for you, though, because, the king is dead on the Death card, and it just says that you are maybe releasing something that has been established in your life, and you're moving on to something new. You also have the Ace of Wands, which is out with the old, in with the new. With the Strength card, you have the Hermit card. Yeah, the Hermit, it says that you've learned everything you can. The Hermit has climbed to the top of a mountain, and he's gone through a dark night of the soul. So a lot of you have done some soul searching already, or you already have been on this spiritual journey, and now you're at the top of the mountain, and you're shining your inner light. The trick, personally, and again, this is not accurate tarot, but I believe that the Hermit is meant to come down from the mountain. So, he climbs to the top of the mountain and he isolates himself, and maybe he's isolating himself from, the cruelty of the world, right? But he has learned so much on his journey that he could save the world even if he came down from the mountain and he taught what he learned. So I think for a lot of you, it's time for you to not isolate yourself and to teach things or to show. With the Seven of Wands, you have the King of Swords. King of Swords is about knowledge and wisdom. You could be attracting someone who's older than you or who's more mature than you. Again, take it how it resonates. That's not necessarily going to be true for all of you. With the Seven of Wands, that King of Swords could be you as well, Pisces. It could say that you are sitting in a position of kind of defending yourself or isolating yourself, like we already said with the Hermit, and it's time to open up maybe. With the Death card, you have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, Ten of Cups is happy home, happy family. Really good for love. So for those of you that want love, of course, this could be a very strong connection coming in for you. Also, fortune after difficulty with the Ten of Cups. So if you just want good things in your life, or if you're hoping to manifest good things, this can just say that you're manifesting, good stuff into your life. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Porcupine Spirit says time for beginner mind. You have this Owl Spirit says you see clearly now. I definitely feel you're starting something new. Even with the death card, on the death card, there is this child right here. And the child is the only person on the card who's excited for a new beginning. The child is holding up some flowers to the Death Rider. And, children are excited by new things. Children are excited to ask questions. Children always say, like, why, right? And so, sorry, these are in reverse. So this time for beginner mind is saying that if you're starting something new, you're bringing forward your knowledge and wisdom. You have the King of Swords here. But also, there are going to be new things that you have to learn. The Owl Spirit, I feel like, is saying you're seeing your path or your journey very clearly because you have the Six of Swords. So a lot of clarity here. The Six of Swords, of course, in the good stuff, would say that you're moving on to calmer shores. You're moving on to bigger and better things in your life. But the Six of Swords would represent leaving everything in the past in the past. This woman and the child in this boat, they are wearing nothing but the clothing on their back. They're not bringing anything with them. They are leaving their entire life behind them for the hopes of a brighter future, but they don't actually know if when they get to the other side, if it's going to be an improvement or not. So they're kind of taking the risk of starting over. I would say showing up in the good stuff, that this would say that starting over is going to be a good thing for you, or if you're starting anything new ideas, new projects, new relationships, definitely going to be improvement. You have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands in the good stuff would say that you are whatever. We're going over here. So Three of Wands would represent expansion, growth, good things coming in for you, new opportunities opening up. Again, the Three of Wands, really he needs to get onto these ships and he needs to go out into the ocean and go on an adventure. I do feel for a lot of you that your ships could be coming in. So if you have been waiting for a result, specifically for those of you that have been working on, projects, businesses, careers, ideas, and if you've been waiting for like feedback or a result or profit or anything like that, I do feel this could be saying that your ships are definitely coming in this week. You have the Five of Cups. Again, the Five of Cups and the good stuff is good. This would say that you are being grateful for what you do have, and because of that, you're getting this bridge in the castle over here. And so the Five of Cups really has a very easy solution, which is gratitude. But like I said, it's coming up in the good stuff, which says that you are being grateful. And so, of course, you're going to attract better things into your life. I also feel like you're seeing how, it's almost like you're seeing how you don't regret something, the opposite. I feel for some of you, maybe you thought you would regret, or maybe you thought you would feel like you are missing out on something from the past, and I feel like this is saying you're not. With the Six of Swords, you have the Devil. Again, the Devil in the good stuff would say you're leaving behind toxic energy and you're moving on to, bigger and better things. So a lot of you could be removing bad habits from your life, and this is going to lead to improvements. I do also feel some of you could be heading towards like a Capricorn, or someone with Capricorn in their chart. You have a lot of Earth here. You also have Scorpio. So you have Scorpio, Virgo, and Capricorn showing up in this reading. It could be any sign, general reading, but, that's definitely what stands out to me here. With the Three of Wands, you have the Seven of Wands again, right next to each other. The Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It says when you know that you know, when you truly believe that something is going to be successful. And this whole entire reading says that the only person that needs to believe something is you. And when you truly believe that you can do something, then you will do it. And I feel like that's what the Three of Wands and Seven of Wands is saying. With the Five of Cups, you have the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you're finally starting. It's like you're finally getting started on whatever it is that you've been hoping to get started on, like in work or business or life in general, and you're finally planting those seeds. So this could, I've been telling you for like 2-3 years now that it's time to get started, and it's almost like you are finally doing it, after all these years of me telling you to, move your ass, right? You have this haystack card. It says karma, you will reap what you have sown. Again, with your ships coming in, I feel a lot of you could be receiving rewards or benefits or like good things coming in for you. Again, I feel, this eclipse will be on Tuesday, the 17th of the month and in your sign. And so I feel this, eclipses are karmic times. So, there could be a lot of positive karma, or you could be getting like kind of paid back from the universe based off of the work that you've done. You have this Lion card, says time to act. Yes, time to act without evidence. I think that no one is going to be able to give you evidence that what you're thinking about doing or what you want to do is going to work. But I feel like you're kind of starting to believe that your ideas are the right ideas. Again, your alien Pisces ideas are going to be the thing that is very successful. You have this Tree card, says affairs with your family. I feel good stuff about family. Three of Cups, right, in the reading. So really good positive energy around family. You have this claw card, says be careful, do not take risks. I feel like this is saying, like, don't take the risks that could cause damage in your life. Now, I always say I don't really like this card because I think that we are in a time where we have to take risks, but, we should be taking calculated risks, not unnecessary risk. And so that's the one difference there. You have this woman card, says dealing with your relationships with a woman, and you have this chair empty. It says someone is leaving your life. You have someone's leaving your life and feel that they're probably toxic or you're meant to move on from this anyway. Six of Swords to that King of Swords to the Six of Swords. So, again, I feel like if someone doesn't fit in, they don't fit in. So I wouldn't even worry about it. But this is a really good reading, Pisces. I would focus on your own empowerment, of course, here. But thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.